Guys, this is Ginger Rogers here from Not All About Tarot, and I'm doing a quick upload. It is about it's a little something different now. See, my voice wasn't even really like this. I wasn't getting choked up until I actually came on the camera here. So I don't know what that's about. Maybe something really does not want me to really talk about this, but I will put that out there. So I'm going to make it quick. I don't know if this is going to be a long video or whatever, but um, why I'm putting or making this video is because something came to me earlier, just out of the blue, and it's divine source energy as always. But why I'm stating this is because when I think about other tarot card readers or psychic healers, or if they're going into your energy, or especially I would say YouTube tarot card readers, they tend to especially when it came to soulmate twin flame counterparts scenarios and the connections, and they thought this was a very divinely guided connection. I mean, honestly, we all should not have thought that to be a divinely guided connection because of the energy work that was done with this person of darker energy. You're narcissistic. This is what they do. They definitely do, and maybe this is why I do have this I got like that last night when I did a video about adult narcissistic masculines as a collective, that are really in distraught energy over their twin flame counterparts, their divine feminines who's in the iron presence and the higher mindset that moved away from them. Some have moved away years ago. And so these masculines here could not get out of that dark energy. They could not heal from that narcissism and whatever else comes with it. So they were basically choked up crying. I mean, it projected through my voice yesterday during the reading. And I am starting to see that now a little bit. So please bear with me. I'm very intuitive when it comes to people's emotions, very empathic as well. So I'm protected, of course, but it's certain things that divine spirits want me to experience, to let others know that, this is real true energy here, and this is what's really going on in the energies at this time, as collectives even. But what I want to say here is, being that looking at a lot of the YouTube readers, as far as tarot card readers were concerned in the past, and even now, they would tell you, oh, this person is doing some type of energetic work, or no. They may have been doing that at some point, but I'm also seeing that a lot of them were saying or have said that, oh, this especially the karmic feminine has did some type of love spell, or passion spell, sex spell, any kind of spell even, on this masculine, this dark narcissistic masculine, who could have been your twin flame counterpart at that time or at any time, to keep them where they're at. I am here to tell you guys that it's not true. It's not true. Hear me out. These masculines that you are dealing with at some sort of time, even the Sigma masculines at this time, these guys were protected because of their darker energy. The karmic energy in any shape or form does not have the power to do energetic work. a love spell even. I've seen it too many times back in the past when I did my private readings for certain people. And I saw a lot of them doing love spells on a darker soul, and it never worked. It never worked. And but even though it did not work, it does not mean that they are not going to get karma for doing that. Because again, I told you guys that it was against the divine source energy for anyone, even now, for anyone to do any type of spell work when you're not a source. And this is what that was. Even though the darker narcissistic masculine, the darker souls did that energetic work, but they were still a source. Now, even if they try to do it now, even if the darker narcissistic masculines or anyone in a darker energy and a lower vibe, even in a fifth dimension mindset, even if they try to do any type of energetic work, especially the ones who fell from grace, which is the seventh dimension mindset, on down to the fifth, they're not going to be able to get what they want out of it because they're not truly connected to source. And this is what that is. I'm here to tell you that there is no karmics at all. Whether it's a karmic masculine, karmic feminine, they never had the power to put any energetic work on any soul. Period. So if that karmic is, okay, so if that darker soul, if your twin flame even at some point in time a soulmate was with a karmic feminine, I mean, it's just like my divine feminist who's in a marriage with a karmic masculine. I mean, he's not keeping her in there. He's not keeping her in that energy, in that cycle through, illusion, tricking, trickster, as far as hex work, energetic work. He's not that. I mean, it could be manipulation, yes, but not true spiritual work, energetic work. Literally getting down and dirty. You talking about aphrodisiacs, anything, calendar work, calendar magic. They can't do it. They're not able to do it. That divine feminine that is in that lower vibe with that karmic cycle and with that karmic masculine there in her reality is with that masculine because of her own free will. This could be triggering. I think a lot of my videos are triggering, but that's truly what it is. So if there was ever, and yes it was, there was at some point in time a dark soul, this could be your twin flame counterpart, soulmate, soul tie, even for the feminists who's in the iron presence, who's in the higher mindset, they don't fucking care anymore. But even those feminists had their twin flame counterpart, a soulmate soul tie, in a karmic cycle. They're masculine. Their so-called twin flame counterpart, soulmate soul tie, that world game gave them, to be manipulated upon. Even those masculines were with a karmic feminine free will. That karmic feminine, she may have tried to do the work, of course, yes. And she probably thought, oh, it's really, I got him, let me keep doing this energetic work. And I'm seeing that a lot of karmic feminines are really having that backlash back on them now. Even though it did not work, they're really having that karma of energetic work come back on them big time. That's the thing, because even though it did not work, but they thought that it worked, they thought it did, it was not. That masculine, and I think I probably said this before, this is crazy, I think I put this on a video before, but I didn't really go as deep as I did by mistake. It's no way you could have ever, they were not in that relationship with the karmic feminine because of her putting energetic work on them. Those dark narcissistic masculines, whether it be your twin flame counterparts, soulmate soul ties, was in that. Even your sigma masculines at some point, because they had a karmic feminine too. They were in that. relationship because they wanted to. Point blank. They were in that relationship because they wanted to be in it. It wasn't because of in the energetic work, you guys. It seems as though karmics cannot, again, have that ability to do any of that type of work. Even though they had the illusion of thinking that it was working, but it was not. It never was. And now they're seeing it because their energetic work is coming back onto them. Void is actually making to where a lot of my karmic feminists, though, are being like, they're being, how may I say it? It's a word that I'm looking for. It's like it's actually making them be, and I said this before too, that it's like it's making them repel or repellent for what they really wanted. Because a lot of these karmic feminists, they want men, they need men. Okay, they need that masculine energy. That karmic feminine need that masculine energy, right? Because they need that energy as well. They have made themselves repellent against men, masculine energy in general. I'm going to say masculine energy in general. They have made themselves repellent if they did any of this magician work, energetic work. Now, when you look at the whole big picture of it all, a narcissist cannot know the error of his ways by the way you're treating him, or even with energetic work, you guys. You can't. The only way that you can show these motherfuckers the errors of their ways is by leaving them and disconnecting from them. And unfortunately, a karmic feminine cannot do that. They cannot give karma. So they cannot detach from these men. And this is why they are always in their lives. No matter what. They can't detach from it because they can't give karma. Now, it was for a divine feminine, a true empathic light, starlight energy from divine source. She was the only one who could give karma to those narcissists, because once she cuts off her true divine source energy, what these motherfuckers of dark narcissistic energy wanted all along from day one, once she cut that energy off, she was giving them karma by detaching from them. That was really the way it was supposed to be. A karmic feminine could never have done that, because they actually, the way that their God, demonic Jesus, or whoever religion that they were in, man-made religion here, the way those entities made these masculines of dark nature, evil nature, egotistical, narcissist, or whatever, take your pick. The way they made these men, they had to, they basically, allowed with that ego, they allowed that karmic feminine really to be a true connection for them. We were never really true connection for those stalker souls, because they were not ever going to balance their energy out, because a lot of them had sold their soul to this dark nature of an energy lifetimes ago. Not just this lifetime. And this is why. And when I looked into the energies and I saw that, I could not believe it. And you guys were so bad about it. Even my Sigma masculines who are balancing our energy, not my ones who's in, that's very young, don't have karma. They don't know how to do that. These young ones that came into this game don't have karma. They're in a cycle, karma cycle at this time. They don't have that to do. They're learning themselves. But even my Sigma masculines that were going up into the 7th dimension mindset, I could not believe it. But these guys also has worked love spells, passion spells as well. I was outdone. I kind of figured it. But looking into the energies today, this also was probably why they had crashed from the 7th dimension mindset into the 5th dimension mindset. The only thing is, again, these masculines really did not do anything as far as trying to demeanor the God energy, the divine feminines, and that God I am presence by deteriorating them, period. Now, your darker souls, the narcissistic energy, in the fourth dimension mindset, these masculines here, they literally, a lot of them almost try to demolish and kill a divine feminine, her I am presence, because of the fact that he did not want to see her with no one. And if he could not have her, no one else can. I have to really see what's going on with this magician energy and the Sigma masculine's energy. I do, because I did see that in our energy. And the funniest thing, you guys, when I looked into that energy, I had my deck of cards. I think it was Psychic Tarot, and it also tells me about the block chakras and stuff like that. I think I got two deck of cards like that, and I could not believe it. Let me tell you. It is hard for any karmic feminine to ever put energy work on these masculines. The only one who can do it is my divine feminines in the I am presence. You can't do any energy work on these guys. It's hard. It's almost like they are blocked from it. It is. But a karmic feminine is no way able to do it. And in the pattern that I saw of why they could not, a lot of these guys were, it's like they know about that. I mean, so wise. They know about the energetic work before they even get into the avatar that they're in. And if they were in any, and I tell you guys, if they were in any sororities or what's the other threats, going into college and things, it's like I don't know what that is. Yeah, I am educated. I have my nursing degree, but of course I only got my associates in it. But I didn't really go to that, the sororities and all that stuff, and it would have never been for me to do that. But it's something when you're being branded in that, you guys. It's something negative but at the end of the day, it protects you from energetic work. It protects them from that. It's no way that a karmic feminine could have ever put any type of energetic work on these guys. They know they coming in an avatar is like something dark protects them from that. Even if they did not have any dealings with any type of organizations that branded them to keep them from, getting that. But basically, they were protected by the devil. Honestly, they were. Even if it was in this lifetime, it happened in other lifetimes. You couldn't. This is why these guys reign so long. This is why they hurt so many people. And they didn't get the karma, you guys. A lot of people can't get the karma from these guys. The karmics, they are karmic feminists. They're not going to be able to give these guys karma. They're going to be hurt by these men more. And this narcissistic energy has hurt so many people because there's so many karmic feminists. And they discard them. Some are discarded. Some they hold on to. They leave them, come back, leave them, come back. It's like a roller coaster ride. Especially if they can find a divine feminine in the midst of that karmic feminine. Okay, so I got it good, so I can go back and forth between both of them. So I can pull all this energy out of this divine feminine up to divine light source. This Empress, Queen of Wands, and the Star, you guys, is the only one who can give these guys karma. Only one, Star energy. Only one. Impacted light. This is why I stated, and divine sources to tell me, and to tell any of my divine feminines who lost their life, waiting on a twin flame counterpart, soulmate, soul tie. It was for you to give these motherfucker karmas. And if you did not do it, if you did not send them in hell, then you were swiped off, stuck in your shit, and divine source is going to get someone else to give them that karma. And this is where my sisters of the sunlight energy came in at, who is in their divine source energy of I am presence. But I saw that in the Sigma masculine's energy, and I couldn't believe it. I kind of thought of it. I'm not going to tell you that I didn't. I did. But I had 3 decks of cards, 3 different decks of cards, and that was energy work that a Sigma masculine did and has been doing for a long time. My Sigma masculines did do this to the divine feminines in the I am presence. Spirit, can you tell me more about that before I leave this? And this is more so for, anyone who's interested. And you are my divine feminines of sunlight energy. And you have a soulmate Sigma masculine in your energy that will not let you go. They did do some type of energy work. They did it to keep you from leaving. I got Six of Swords. They do know your worth, and this is why they did it to try to keep you from leaving. They know your worth. I got 7 of Pentacles. Yeah, they do know your worth because they see you as the Queen of Wands, Empress, and the Star. This is what they see now. And they've always seen it. They've always seen it. I got this card here kind of read as a challenge, but it's hard for them to really get what they want. Because it's the 3 of Wands as a challenge. It's hard for them to get what they want. I got the 5 of Cups here. Written on this card, you pierce my soul. I am half agony and half hope. These Sigma masculines, your soulmates, my divine feminines in your I am presence in a higher mindset in heaven reality at this time, they feel that you are turning your back. And this is your Sigma masculine soulmates feel that you are turning your back on them, which is causing a lot of confliction in their lives, and it's also causing them to really be kind of conflicted spiritually with the Hangman. And I got the King of Cups. They are in their emotions as case. So you see what I'm getting here? I got the Devil here, you guys. I got the Devil here. There's some type of obsession, and it's like they're upset about the fact that you are going to go into other ventures or have a lot of other options. They're obsessed about this. Yeah, because I got the 5 of Wands too. They see other suitors here. Spirit, is anything else you want to tell me about this? Because I'm going to tell you guys, yes, see, I'm putting out the same cards that I did before. Give me a jumping card, Spirit. Thank you. And that just turned around. Oh, that Page of Swords. That turned around, like on top of the card. Page of Swords. They're aware of something. I'm watching you. Wow. Yeah. And here I got the Moon, 8 of Cups, 2 of Wands. Again, this is why they're doing this type of energetic work as well, because they, again, are afraid that you're going to leave and go towards someone else. But again, I got the Devil and the Moon. And I'm surprised, let me see, because the Magician has been coming up in a lot of this as well. I do see them very much stuck. I didn't see the Magician come in, but I did see the Devil and the Moon. And I'm pretty sure that the Magician is in here somewhere. So this is a Sigma masculine here that was balancing his energy. Soulmates for Divine Feminine who was in her I Am Presence. He did energetic work, but he did this for a minute. You may not really knew about it. But my Divine Feminine who is in her I Am Presence is very strong. See, she kept moving on off of that. It didn't really affect her as it did because she was all the way up into her I Am Presence, even probably in the fifth dimension mindset when she met her Sigma masculine soulmate anyways. But the funniest thing is these guys was already doing that energetic work. And love spells, it seems, as I'm looking at here, love spells and passion spells. Because remember, I did say that these masculines, Sigma masculines, and the Divine Feminines in her I Am Presence really, if you have a Sigma masculine that is in your energy, that connection was very sexual. Well, this is why. This is why. Because it was passion spell put into that connection. So, I got the Devil and the Moon here. There was, it's the whole scenario before I end this video. I want my women to understand when you were dealing with a darker narcissistic masculine who was basically a darker soul. And this is my karmic feminine, because you can't have a karmic masculine. You have to have a dark narcissistic masculine. Two karmics does not match. They did not make you two for each other, okay? You guys never had dealt with a genuine masculine. And it's almost like you were dealing with a man, a masculine energy that was a demonic sorcerer. They were demonic sorcerer. I'm not seeing that a masculine ever put energetic work on you, a karmic feminine, because you're so willing. But I do see him manipulating you through the mindset. Okay? But for a divine feminine, a light source, he would do energetic work too. Because our source energy and intuition is going to allow us to flee because we feel like something's foreign that's around us. When we get to that person, that masculine, we flee. So they feel as though they have to actually do energetic work for that divine source energy. So, any of my divine feminines who is stuck on someone, understand if there was a karmic masculine in their wake, a dark narcissistic masculine in a karmic feminine together, at some sort of even now, but I'm actually seeing that these karmic feminines are like, they really have been discarded, of course. Definitely has been. But understand that in the past, and you hear a lot of those YouTubers say, oh, she's doing this energetic work to keep him. It's not true. That dark narcissistic masculine was in that relationship because he wanted to be in there. He could get up and leave. There was nothing holding him there energetically. These guys it's like protected demonically by whatever their God. Their God was really for them, and they could not get witchcraft upon. I can do it. And I ain't gonna lie to you, I have done it. And it was very successful. But you of a karmic energy cannot. The reason I can do it, and any of my divine feminines in the I am presence and the higher mindset can do it, is because we are in our I am presence and we have to give judgment. I'm not doing it now. I don't have to. Because judgment day has came here and gone. The Christ energy, the second coming of Christ is always here. Everyone's in their reality of hell and heaven. And that's just what that is. So, I think I made a video about this before. Didn't really go deep into it because I didn't really tell you why. I guess that I didn't really say and go into the why of it all. But now I am. Something demonic is protecting them. And a lot of these guys, if they were in any type of organizations, spiritually, threats, I think I'm saying that right. Fraternal. I can't even think about that because it's a man and a woman sorority and it's a man got the other stuff. I can't. But anything dealing with the college, when you're in a college situation with sororities, you know what I'm talking about. Even if you were in this World Games Masonry or Illuminati, because Illuminati and Masonry is not like divine source. It's not. That you were protected. And a lot of people go into that stuff to be protected spiritually. So they cannot have to worry about being spiritually attacked. Any women who's in sororities as well, I'm going to tell you guys, if you are of light source, you may not be designed to go in that. If you are empathic light source. You can be karmics, feminines, but not that light. So they're not going to tell you. And even then, your organization is going to be different than that masculine energy. It's going to be different. So understand that. So, yeah. This is what that is. And a lot of people may feel as though, because there are going to be certain things or what certain things in the game that you were going to be drawn to in that last ending of that old world game that you were drawn to, whether it be the justice system, the military, entertainment. You were drawn to that for a reason. And a lot of things, as my granddad used to say way back in the day, a lot of things people or sources not going to be drawn to. People of high light source is not going to be drawn to that. That's the reason. So, yeah, that's what that is. And I'm definitely seeing that, Sigma masculine really, I'm seeing a lot of love spells, though, more so. Passionate love spells. I got the Six of Cups and the Lovers, and I got the Four of Cups of Verse here. So these Sigma masculines did more love spells, aphrodisiacs even. They've done it in the past. They've done it to other source in the past. If there was other source, they've done it. And as long as this divine feminine divine presence was in their world, he was doing it, has done it in the past too. So he would not be able to lose you with the Four Cups of Verse. That's what that was. So that was energetic work. A month. All dark men with souls. Karmic masculines, no. Because at the end of the day, you had your divine feminines of light, and we came to you guys genuinely. We did. And that's what that is. I really did not have too many karmic masculines, though, in my energy. They drew, dark, narcissistic masculines drew to me like a moth to a flame. I never had too many karmic masculines. And karmic masculines, were very intimidated by me. I didn't have everything, and that's kind of weird because everyone that I've had, every masculine in my world, as far as my relationship was, always souls. I didn't really think that my partner of 17 years, was a soul source until he passed away, and I'm definitely seeing that he was now. And Divine Source Spirit was telling me I was never, ever here to have a karmic masculine. Because my soul is so bright and light. It's like they see me amongst everybody. There could be a lot of divine feminists in the midst, karmic feminists too, but it's like my light attracts souls. Dark souls, dark narcissistic motherfuckers. And I break their motherfucking ass down every time. So it all worked out. Yes, ma'am, and yes, sir. So that's what it is. I give karma. I do. And I thought that maybe it was because of the fact that, something dark wanted them to break me down. It was never that. It was all because I was the one that was going to do no motherfuckers in. And I did my work. So that's what that is. I just want to, that was the whole concept of this video. I'm going to leave it there, but thank you guys very much. Please like, share, subscribe to my channel. It is what it is. Even though it shouldn't even matter anymore because everything has already been set. We are in divine source energy now. From hell reality to heaven reality. All of it is divine source now. Working together. But I just want to make that clear because I'm telling you, there are still YouTube so-called people that call themselves clairvoyants doing tarot card readings that's going to tell you, oh, this masculine is being held down by magician words, this karmic feminine baby. Karmic feminine can't. No, he's in that shit because he wants to. He's in that shit because he wanted. Oh, he was in that because he wanted to. Not because of a karmic feminine doing work on them. If she can do it, it's not going to work. I'm seeing it for myself. I didn't put it on air when I did that reading, but I was very, and I know that this was said to me before, through divine source, but I went and saw the reason why. These guys were protected by something dark. So they could never, you could be in a karmic, it's no way. They would have known you were going to do it anyways. They would have known that you were doing it. And it repelled against it. They repelled against that. They laugh at it. These guys were very dark. You'd be surprised these motherfuckers knew that shit, man. They knew spiritual work. And this is why Divine Source really got angry with my Divine Feminines. Because y'all asked something up here. Y'all should have known intuitively about Divine Source energy and spiritual work. And Divine Source really despise all feminine of light, impacted light that's in religion. But yet, this is why you don't see that many men in it. That many masculine energy in that religion because they know more than what you know, what you should know that, my divine feminines of light source. You should know spiritualism. These men knew it and was using it against you and was using that dark energy to protect themselves from energetic work, hex work. That's why these motherfuckers weren't getting their karma because they were protected by something dark. There are entities that made them. That's what that was. They knew all along. So that's what that is, you guys. And I want to break that down. Definitely want to break that down. And why Divine Source has women coming up into their higher presence now and understanding your gifts. This is what that is. So thank you very much. Have a good evening. Good night. Bye-bye.